Hello, this is Dirty Stupid Wisdom, and I'm Ben Keaton. I'd like to do a shout-out for my local pet shop. It's called Pet and Tackle. They sell the most amazing collection of dog treats. Pig ears, snouts, cow's trachea. It reminds me of the time that I put spray cream on a turd to see if my dog would eat it. He's dead now. Not from the decision that he made. He got diabetes from all the treats we gave him. This is unrelated. If I Were Me by Ben Keaton. We're all irrational, aren't we? I'm not the only one who puts off a task until it becomes a monolith, only to do it in 20 minutes and wonder what the feck I was making all the fuss about. Today, I'm inside when it's hot outside. I'm wondering, what's wrong with me? After all, I'm the one in charge. I could just go out. I've got keys. I've got cargo pants and a linen shirt. I've got a car with a roof that folds into the boot. I could play Jake Bug on the stereo and have the warm breeze cascade over my scalp, while women of a suitable age look at me and wonder who that soon-to-be-available handsome older man is. But no, instead I'm inside, sitting at the computer, regaling in my ever-inventive use of vocabulary and metaphor. It makes no sense at all. Knowing a few things has given me the confidence to think that I can work everything out. It's a falsehood, of course. But those few things have emboldened me. Here's some things I do know. I know that if chickens didn't ovulate, we wouldn't have cake. I know that when you say ha, H-A, all the air goes out. But if you say ah, A-H, all the air goes in. I know that the saying, "In this world, nothing can be certain except death and taxes," was actually created by the marketing department of the Inland Revenue. Isn't that why we have car boot sales? To avoid tax? What I don't know is why I prevaricate. In these last months, my ability to avoid things has gone nuclear. It's energized by the divorce I'm in the middle of. I find the business so unpleasant that I avoid every element until it demands my attention. I really don't like reality. Firstly, I have to admit that my marriage failed and that I hold a great responsibility for it. That in itself is a harsh truth. Because of the process of divorce, it needs detail. I am paralyzed by questions like, are there any particular contributions to the family property and assets or outgoings, or to family life, or the welfare of the family that have been made by you? I mean, you say that you are an attentive husband, but where's the proof? Have you got receipts? That's actually written down on the Form E. Those are the actual words. In hindsight, I should have started preparing for my divorce straight after the I do. There were enough signs. I mean, how many times can someone give you luggage? Really? Birthday? Well, okay. Christmas? Okay. Valentine's Day? Really? I mean, there's a hint there. In actual fact, the signs were much earlier than that. She wanted to walk down the aisle to the Rolling Stones' "You Can't Always Get What You Want." Oh, it was funny at the time. One of the reasons I loved her. But now, damn you, hindsight. I can't offer any advice to anyone other than to say, to go through your statements every month and take every time you've spent money on your family, because one day you might have to prove that that tin of paint, the broadband extender, garden hose, washer-dryer, insurance, teething ring, piano lessons, beginner's bra were made for them. These petty inclusions become the proof that you existed and did something other than watch the footy. But of course, that's just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, why is it, when you know full well the very things that would be good for you, like eating better, exercising, drinking less, why don't you do it? That's what I say to myself. I say, Ben, why don't you do the things that make your life better? God knows there's enough gurus out there bellowing common sense for the point to be made that you, listen to me now, I'm talking to you, that you could be a better person. Better? Really? I could be better? Yes, you're right. There's enough books on the subject. Although I've seen the authors being interviewed, they don't look like they practice what they preach. I saw a guy the other day who specialized in breathing. All he could do was hyperventilate. Apparently, a better life includes being dizzy all the time. Well, you've read those books. You read The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield about facing internal obstacles? I did. That was a very productive week I had. But it didn't stick. Why not? Well, I suppose I don't want to be better. What? Well, it's the only answer that makes any sense. I'm not leading a better life because this is the one I've chosen. Are you seriously saying that you don't want to be healthier, happier, richer? Well, it's the only answer that makes any sense. After all, I know how to improve, and I don't take action to make those changes. Being what I am now must be the choice that I've made. Right? But only an idiot wouldn't want to improve their life. Yes, I accept that. Well, then you're an idiot. Well, we are idiots, Ben, because both of these voices are me. Damn. But I'm the wise you. I'm the one who sees the sense in all that information. Why don't you listen to me? Right now, we could have a six-pack, be sober, toxin-free. You could be creaming it on crypto. Why won't you listen? I don't know. Honestly, I don't. I mean, you're right. It makes no sense. Maybe it's that I don't feel deserving of a better life. Well, why not? You've worked hard, you've contributed to the community, your children love you. Isn't a better life a reward for all that? That's not what you said. You see, you offered a six-pack, giving up booze, detoxing, learning crypto market, all that. That's all effort. I'd actually have to stop the fun stuff that I'm doing now and go running, play badminton, eat salads, buy one of those smoothie makers and drink that stuff that looks like diarrhea. What? I don't want to give up all that. I love a Belgian bun. They look like boobs. That's why I buy two at a time. I suppose I like where I am. I like who I am, what I am. What? Overweight, tired, debt-ridden. I'm not going to get out of debt by cutting down on buns. Good joke, though. What? A homeless guy goes up to a guy in the street and says, "Can you give me £3 to get a cup of coffee?" And the guy grabs the homeless fella by the arm and he says, "Coffee? Can't you see what it's doing to you?" It's a good joke. That is funny. Yeah. Why don't we go for a walk in the countryside? Because nature smells of shit and bees sting. You know that. You'll get ill if you don't exercise, if you keep drinking, if you carry on eating crisps. Yes, we will. We will get ill and die, just like everyone else. Do you think healthy people die a better death? Well, they do it later. Do they? Didn't David die when he was out on a run? He was, early 40s? Yes, all right, yeah. And Paul flew into a mountain on a hang glider. A freak wind. Eleni choked to death on an olive. Well, she was Greek. That's the risk the nation takes. You want to live as long as you can, right? Oh, I'm all for living, but sitting at a window having your food cut up into bite-sized chunks, that seems less like living and more like waiting. Look, I'm sorry. You're the wise side of me, and I realize that it must be very frustrating.
Oh, it really is. I only want the best for you. I don't want to see you ill or depressed.
No, me neither.
You don't have to make big changes. James Clear says in the book Atomic Habits that small incremental changes in daily habits
Can lead to significant improvements over time.
Yes.
I know. We read it.
Yeah, well, I'm not asking for much.
No, but you're being quite controlling.
Oh, really? I have no control over you whatsoever. You do exactly what you want without regard for me. So what? I should just shut up? Is that it? You want me to stop telling you how to live a better life?
No.
Well, I just can't. I just keep my mouth closed and watch you turn into a fat, lazy alcoholic. That's what you want.
No. I need you to remind me of those things so I feel anxious and guilty all the time.
Do you? Really?
Yes. I mean, without you, I'd forget that I was once Catholic.
Oh, yes. If it wasn't for me, you'd forget that you're damned to hell.
I don't believe that.
You will when you're dying.
I should get back to work. What was I not doing?
Well, you were avoiding writing something about prevaricating.
Okay, then. Well, why don't you and I get on with it? Would that make you happy?
Oh, right. Yes. I mean, that would be great. So, yeah, I'd like that, Ben.
Well, I would too, Ben.
I only want what's best for you.
I know. For many years, I've enjoyed the game of writing my own eulogy. It's an opportunity to put words into someone else's mouth. I'm hoping when the time comes, the person who's chosen will be so lazy that they will think, oh, bugger it. Let's just use the one he wrote. It's What He Would Have Wanted by Ben Keaton. Today, we mourn the loss of Ben, who died at home, surrounded by his family, who died in a pub, surrounded by strangers, who died after having sex with a woman he just met on the underground, who died reciting Stevie Smith on a windy shore, who died cooking, wanking, wallpapering a room, eating figs, struggling with a heavy case, who died of a heart attack, in a car crash, being struck on the head by an anvil. Beep, beep. Today, we mourn the loss of a great clown, father, writer, dog ignorer, teacher, comedian, a friend to all beers. He leaves a wife and 2 children, an invaluable archive of exquisite creativity, a country in mourning, and not a bean. We will remember his humor, his smile, his generosity of spirit, his guile, vindictiveness, his pointless optimism, his hats, his acid tongue, his self-assured belief in his own ability, an ego so determined to establish a legacy he named an award after himself. A man who wrote his own reviews and owed us all money. We will remember him for a bit. Past breakfast, certainly, but dinner will be undisturbed. And in a year or so, when his name comes up, perhaps a sighting of him in Brighton, or a wedding notice in a regional paper, A court report of an ill-tempered dog owner reciting his defense in rhyme. We might wonder if his lyrical, reckless stupidity was ever extinguished. Are these sightings him, or torchbearers from an underground cult stretching the thread of idiocy another yard or so? But then we'll change the channel. Pick up the kids. Do a shop. It's what he would have wanted. Thank you for joining me. If you're on Facebook, you could go to Dirty Stupid Wisdom Podcast. We have a page there, and if you like it, you'll get the latest information, and you can also leave comments, which would be fantastic. See you next time.